What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another spoiler talk, The Legend of Korra. We're going to be talking about Chapter 3, Civil War, Part 1.
Part 1.
Of,
Hi, I'm Kitt.
I was getting there. I'm here with my good friend Kitt again. She's in her natural form this time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, you were in your natural form last time.
No, I'm just the Avatar.
She's Bruce Wayne now.
No, I'm Avatar.
No, you're
I'm
the
Avatar.
the Bruce Wayne to the Batman that
Okay.
is your Korra.
But I'm always the Avatar. Just
Yes.
like Bruce Wayne is always the Batman.
Yeah, just in here.
Everywhere.
Okay, fine.
Okay, cool.
So she's
Cool.
okay. She's the Avatar.
Alright, so the start of the episode. Should I just start it?
Go ahead,
okay.
yeah.
The episode opens up on where we left off from the last episode, which was Korra and Unalaq standing on some sort of precipice.
Just the two of them huddled.
Just the two of them huddled. They're standing on a precipice, and all of a sudden, Unalaq's navy ship stuff things.
They're all coming in.
They're all coming into the Southern Water Tribe. And Korra's like, "Uncle, why are they here?" And the uncle goes,
And my uncle,
I don't know, you can, do you want to voice Uncle?
this spirit, it's for the spirits.
That's not his voice.
That's his voice.
Okay, you be Korra, I'll be Unalaq.
Okay.
So ask me.
Oh, I thought we already did that part.
No, ask me.
Hey, uncle. What are your guys doing here?
Well, Korra, now that you've opened up the southern portal to the spirit world, there's gonna be unrest and whatnot, so we're gonna come back and just dominate your entire clan by keeping them trapped here and enforcing martial law.
Sounds good.
Which is basically what happened.
Yeah, she doesn't care at all. She's just eating up everything he's saying. Throughout the whole episode, she's just like, "Yep, sounds good, uncle. Hate my dad."
You know what, to be fair, she is just... How old is she? 17? I'm pretty sure she's 17.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think she's 17. But she's just in this rebellious phase. And I mean, you can see how hard-headed and fiery she is. She's... Like, it's like she's part firebender, but she's water tribe, obviously. But she's just in that rebellious phase of her life, being a teenager. And it's not like she was Aang before, who had to grow up super fast to save the world. Because there was no one else to save the world. There was just him. And he didn't have any help. But then she had all this help, and she probably felt comforted by that, even though she's just like, "I don't want your help."
And speaking of Aang, we're gonna get to that. That's probably my favorite part of this episode, the part about Aang. But we'll get to that in a minute. So first of all, there's a civil war basically brewing. The Southern Water Tribe have a meeting. They're like, "Oh, we need to start a rebellion. Like, we need to start fighting back because this isn't cool." And mostly everyone agrees. Korra goes to tell her uncle again, who says, "Oh, no, we're just trying to help," which is not true. I don't see it being true, and it's definitely not. There's no way. And she's basically like, "Okay, cool. I'll go let him know that you said no." And then he's talking about all this stuff. She has to open another portal in the Northern Water Tribe. And she's like, "Cool, sounds good." And clearly he's plotting something. It's pretty obvious at this point, I think, that he's plotting a thing.
Yeah, I'm just nervous for her to be not in the Southern Water Tribe. Because if she's out of the way, then chaos could ensue. She's Avatar.
Yeah.
I do think, though, that I just hope that he has more of a character development thing going on. Like, he's kind of more of an anti-hero than just like a super villain where he's just all evil.
Yeah.
Like, I want him to be doing something that he thinks is good but ends up being not the right way to go.
Yeah, so apparently what will happen when she opens the spirit portal in the Northern Water Tribe, it will connect the two tribes, and they will it will unite them
A literal
again.
portal.
Yeah, portal between
The two tribes.
Yes.
The two tribes, even though they're supposed to be one tribe.
These are the polar ends of the earth
Yep.
that I'm doing with my hands here. In case that wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
That's that. So yeah, portal between them, spirits, everyone living happily, but I don't see that being I don't see that being what actually happens when the portals are opened. Let's get to Vacation Tenzin
Vacation Tenzin.
and company. So Tenzin, what's their names? Kaya and Buki.
Boomy.
Buki is the last
I have
guy. And that wasn't he with the
Buki?
guys? Was he? Oh, he was Boomy in the other one too.
Yeah,
The
Boomy
other
was the
Boomy.
Earth King.
Yeah, okay, that's who he was named after. Boomy. They're on vacation still, and
Iki goes missing.
So the three siblings go on a hunt for Iki.
Not her siblings, but Tenzin, Kaya, and Boomy.
That's what I meant.
Yes.
So they go on a hunt for, not like to kill her, to find her.
Oh my god.
Because like when you
escalated so
say hunt, you think like they're bringing their rifles and like
Basically.
bow and arrows. So they're searching for her, intent to find her and bring her back safely. And what is revealed is that apparently Aang greatly favored Tenzin to the other two, which makes sense because they're both airbenders. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Not of Aang, but I thought it was a cool part.
An interesting dynamic to add to Aang. Yeah, it was an interesting dynamic to say the least.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool like a character trait to add to Aang, who isn't even actually in the show, but he's still being awesome on the show, despite that. And I thought it was really cool to see the three siblings together on their quest, interacting in that way, with that having happened.
Yeah.
And apparently Tenzin having no idea that that was even happening.
Yeah. And that whole part, just this entire episode, sets up so much of the whole season, I think, because there's like a bunch of conflict just within Korra and her family branching out into the entire water tribe. And then there's conflict within, Tenzin's family.
Yeah.
And it's not just his, little kids who tease each other because they're little kids and they're siblings, that's what they do. But there's also tension within the siblings, and it just sets up a bunch of character development, and that's so important to me.
Bolin is now trying to break up with Aubrey Plaza.
Eska. Aubrey.
Aubrey
Let's
Plaza.
just call her Aubrey.
Her name's Aubrey Plaza.
Yep.
Her name is April. From Parks and Rec. Funniest part of this episode was when they show Korra and Eska and Bolin and Mako as like if they're having a double date, and then Bolin's like, it's great having all of us here together, all five of us, and then it zooms out, and then you see the other guy, there's her brother there too, and they're all five of them there. It's so funny that they're always together.
I don't think they're creepy.
They might actually be the same.
They're probably the
two
same
halves of the
person.
same person that were split.
That's pretty much exactly what twins are. Josh.
I mean, post-birth.
Winner!
No.
It's okay.
Post-birth. They were split post-birth.
Like amoebas. It's funny because Mako and Korra were supposed to be going on a date, just them two, and then Bolin joins in, and then all of a sudden, Des and Eska join in.
The whole town's there.
The whole town's there. They're all on that same date. They're all dating each other. That's it. That's the end of the show. They're all dating each other.
And that's, series finale.
Speaking of dating, Mako and Asami. Let's talk about it real quick. Let me just bring this up because this bothered me.
This seems like history, but okay.
Did you catch on to, because you know how like Balloon was like, oh, Mako, I don't know what to do, like, she's driving me crazy, I don't know, I can't get rid of her, and Mako's like, dude, you just gotta break up with her, and Balloon's like, you can do that, and Mako's like, he was just like, you just gotta do it fast, it's like ripping off a blood-sucking leech.
Wow.
It hurts. And I was just like, Mako, you are the biggest douchebag in the universe. This has not changed.
I didn't even think that.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could relate it to, because it makes you think about
we haven't seen any.
Relationship.
Yeah, well, that one specifically because we haven't seen any before that. Mm-hmm. There could have been more before. I was thinking like other people. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's true.
It's just so distasteful. This is probably on purpose from the creators, so like I can appreciate that they're setting this up, Mako being like this weirdo dude. I don't know. It's just like knowing that the only thing that we see of Mako's relationships is him and Asami and like how that ended, and it was on good terms, but Mako I don't know. The fact that he said that.
And then Bolin even said, like, oh, you better look out for Korra or whatever, too.
Yeah.
I was like, Even actually at that point, I was like, oh, is that going to mean something later?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Maybe they are setting that up. Something.
Is that foreshadowing?
I don't know.
Oh god,
maybe.
I hate this.
Maybe.
Oh god.
The rebellion has been put together.
By Varric.
Korra witnesses the kidnapping of her uncle by the rebellion. She tries to stop them and eventually does. And she thinks it's her dad the entire time. And she's just like, what? Why would you do this? And then to find out later that it wasn't her dad wouldn't do it. Said that he wouldn't. Which is good of her dad.
Yeah, it's very good.
A+ dad points.
It's just, that was insane. Yeah, they tried to, freaking rebellion went that far to try to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're killing him. I don't know.
Well, they were definitely
implied,
kidnapping,
right?
and all of those people are arrested. All of the entire rebellion's arrested. No trials. But then Korra says, give him a trial. And then her uncle was like, fine, whatever, I'll give him a trial. He said it differently than that, but...
Great impression.
So she goes over to her parents' house, and she's like, I'm so sorry, I thought, and stuff, and the thing, and I thought it was you. And she gives them a big hug, and it's all happy. Until... Yeah, I got like a little, during that last part. Until... Uncle Jimmy had to ruin it again.
Okay, so...
This is what I said translated.
Yes, exactly. So Korra goes back to her parents' house, and after Senna... I'm gonna sidetrack for a little bit here.
Okay.
Senna before was just like, your dad's, they asked him to be part of the rebellion, and then Korra was just like, no, what, dad? And so that whole thing with Unalaq happens, and she goes back, and she finds out it's not her dad, and her dad was just like, I'd refuse to do this. Goes back to her parents' house. She finds that her dad and her mom, Senna, are having tea or eating, doing something.
Yeah.
And she sees them, and they're just like, Korra. And she's like, I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so glad you weren't there. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't there, because he's her dad.
Yeah.
Who wants their dad arrested? That sucks.
Yeah, that's
tough. She needs her dad. She needs people, and she just doesn't know how to admit it. But anyway,
she needs a lot of people. she needs serious guidance.
And she does that, and they make up. And I'll have more to say about that later. But they make up. Unalaq comes in, and he's just like ruining this beautiful moment. Tonrak and Senna, you guys are both arrested for conspiring to assassinate me and my hair.
And my hair.
And it ends on that. What? So in this episode, we see a ton of dynamics between family. It's all about like Water Tribe and Korra and her family and Tenzin and his family and all that stuff. And we really start to see how similar Korra is to her dad. And we see that contrast between her and her mom. Her mom's really gentle and very complimentary to her, and she's just so much like her dad. They're both stubborn. And granted, Tonrak knows what's best for her. I mean, he's her dad, and she's just completely rebelling against him. And as much as she feels that they're different, they're really a lot alike. And I think it's just great to see the dynamic between all the families, and it's really setting up this entire season to have character development like I've been talking about.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely always been a major part of this series and the original Avatar: The Last Airbender. Definitely the characters are probably what always brings me back to the show.
Yeah.
And why it's so great. And I can't wait for the next episode. It's going to be great to see how this season pans out. And you guys can watch us watch it pan out by subscribing to this channel. Just like last time, you can find all the links to Kitt stuff, Cosplay in a Box, below. And hit that like button if you liked it. Subscribe to see these every week, along with all our other videos. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace. Alright, cool.
Me and Tommy talking business. He's editing 4 videos for us right now.
It's really interesting how, like, I don't know, just the dynamic between the siblings.